You could write your New Year's resolution, start a new diet, get a new gym membership, and do all the same things you did last year. Or you could make a simple shift within yourself. I mean, if I told you that all you needed to do was flip one little switch in your mind to start living your dream life in 2025, wouldn't you want to do it? It's easy, it's free, it's simple. The only question is why you haven't started doing it yet. Hi guys, it's Peachy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Over here we talk about how to glow up in every single area of your life. This means mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and anything else that you can think of. So if that sounds up your alley, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss a single upload from me. Alright, now before anyone gets on my case about manifestation not being real, I already explained why manifestation is real and how it works and how it can help you in another video. So if you want, you can go watch that first and then return to this video. But for now, in this video, I'm not gonna argue with anyone about, oh, if it's real, if it's not real, does it actually work? Let's just skip over that part. So we're in the last 3 months of 2024, and that means that everyone is thinking about how to improve their life in 2025. And obviously, action does play a part in it. You cannot just have your dream life without doing anything. But the reality is, if you do not make the mindset shift, if you do not make the identity shift, your actions are not going to carry you far. They're not going to last. No matter how much you push yourself, no matter how disciplined or motivated you think you are, you could be doing everything perfectly, but you will not see results if you do not put your mind in it, if you do not put your subconscious mind in it, if you do not put your identity in it. So in this video, we're going to focus on the actual mental state that you have to be in to get your dream life, and obviously how to manifest it, because your reality is your own and you can literally have anything you want. I will talk about which actions to take to get your dream life in 2025, but for this video we're gonna talk about the most important part, which is your mindset. You're here because you want to improve for 2025, right? So let's do it. Tell me, how do you want to improve? I'm waiting. Don't just tell me, oh, I just want to be better. I just want to look better. How? What does that look like? For this part of the video, you might want to pull out a notebook, pull out your phone notes app, or even pull out Pinterest if you're a visual person, and let's think about what your dream life actually looks like. Because how are you going to improve? How are you going to live your dream life in 2025 if you don't even know what that means for you? So I need you to have a very clear, very put together picture of what your dream life looks like. If that's sounding a little too complicated for you because you're like, I don't know how to think about every aspect of my life like that on the spot, let's just do a little exercise. Let's get in the mood for this, okay? Because your emotions, your vibe is a very big part of manifesting and making manifestation a success. So close your eyes, or not if that's weird for you, you don't have to close your eyes, but start thinking about your dream life, just like overall, a little quick imagination of what you imagine your like best life to be. Where are you? What are you wearing? What does it look like? Your house? What's your job? How much money do you earn? Imagine like a little scenario of you like waking up in the morning. What does that look like for you? And like really get into it, okay? I want you to like imagine feeling gorgeous. I want you to like imagine yourself looking in the mirror and thinking about how beautiful you are. And then I want you to imagine like waking up and like checking your phone and being like, oh my god, like my boyfriend texted me, I love being in a loving, healthy relationship, all these things, okay? Get really excited. Like literally imagine what life would look like if everything was perfect. Like if you had literally anything and everything that you want, imagine it. Now, doesn't that make you excited? I mean, like, be real with me right now. Doesn't that get you like a little excited? Doesn't it at least put like a tiny smile on your face? For me, it does. Whenever I think about my dream life, whenever I think about my dream reality and I like close my eyes and I visualize and I imagine it a little bit, I get way too excited, bro. Like I am smiling and I don't even realize that I'm smiling until I open my eyes and I'm like, yo, low-key, why do my cheeks hurt? Because that's how exciting it can be to just temporarily put yourself on the spot. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way and you've gotten just a little bit of a taste of what it's like to live in your dream life, I want you to remember that feeling, okay? And now we're gonna actually get into it, because the best way to get this dream life that you want in 2025 is to have the exact idea of what you want your dream life to look like. So obviously I'm not gonna leave you hanging and just be like, okay, go for it, figure it out all on your own. That's why I'm here. So let's go through this comprehensive list in which we're not going to miss literally anything, and I'm going to make you sit down and think about every single aspect of your life and how it looks like when it's literally the thing that you've dreamed of. Obviously, for step one, I need you to think about yourself, okay? Your looks, your habits, your skills, all of that stuff. First of all, your looks. I'm going to talk about looks because you know what? Whenever we think about glowing up, whenever we think about our New Year's resolution, there is always a big emphasis on looks. We're imagining ourselves wearing our favorite clothes, looking all cute, having our desired bodies. So let's think about that for a minute. I don't want you to just be like, I'm skinny, because that's not enough. What does that even mean? What does that look like for you? Imagine your ideal self looking in the mirror and start writing down everything you see. What color is your hair? What length is your hair? What does your makeup look like? Are you even wearing makeup? Is your skin clear? Do you have eye bags? Do you not have eye bags? What clothes are you wearing? Are you wearing accessories? What kind of accessories are you wearing? What's your build? I mean, do you have more weight than you do now? Do you have less weight than you do now? Are you more toned? All these things, okay? I need you to think about every single aspect, okay? Write it down. Literally draw it if you feel like it. Obviously, if you're a visual person, once you've written all these things down, open Pinterest, okay? Pinterest is our best friend in this situation. Pinterest is extremely useful when it comes to anything that you want to visualize. And so I want you to open a new Pinterest board along with this exercise that we're doing here. And you're gonna name that board Dream Life, okay? I don't even want you to put the year 2025 on it because that's your dream life and that's the way you want your life to look, period. Not just for next year, not just for this year, but your dream life. Inside that board, I want you to put little subsections. First one that we're gonna be looking at is looks. And now, please do not start picking out celebrities and influencers that you think are attractive and adding them to your board. Those are not you, those are different people. This is not a reinventing yourself and changing the way you look kind of video. This is a let's take what you have and imagine yourself in the best way possible. If you have a certain hair length that you want, save like aesthetic pictures of that hair length. If you want your skin to be clear, save those like little clean cheek pictures. These little elements that let you easily imagine that as being yourself, because trust me, if you start saving celebrities and people that don't even look anything like you and you're using that as your material for manifesting, it's gonna be hard to get into it. And there's a chance it might make you more insecure and more discouraged than it will actually inspire you. So instead of imagining other people, imagine yourself. And then add everything to it. The style, the shoes, literally everything. If you want to remake your entire closet, do it, okay? Find the shoes that you like, put them on there. The socks, the accessories, the skirts, the dresses, everything. Whether it's like formal wear or home wear, pajamas, underwear even. If you have an ideal image of what those things look like, put them on there. And now you have a comprehensive board that shows your dream looks. And that's just your looks, okay? We are just getting started over here. You, yourself, your dream self, when you're living your dream life, is not just about your looks. That's just one point that I like to start off with because everyone gets excited imagining themselves looking fabulous, having flawless makeup. You know what I'm talking about. But now let's get into other aspects of yourself. For example, your health. I mean, are you a healthy person? Do you want to be a healthy person? Think about the kind of meals that you eat, the kind of breakfasts that you have. How often do you exercise? Do you drink enough water? Are you drinking energy drinks every single day and like 3 cups of caffeine? Or are you somebody who's drinking your 2 liters of water per day? I mean, any of those healthy habits that you can think of that affect your health, start writing them down. And then once again, in your Pinterest board, start adding these, okay? Start adding little pictures of like healthy meals. Add pictures of somebody with their like 2-liter bottle of water. Anything that could help you visualize your healthiest state, put those in the Pinterest board. Okay, now you got your looks, you got your health, and then think of anything else that comes with who you are, okay? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are your skills? I mean, if you're fluent in like 3 languages, write that down. Choose those languages. If your dream life and your dream self is somebody who works out or somebody who does Pilates or somebody who swims every week, put those pictures in Pinterest and write it all down, okay? I want a comprehensive list of everything. Any detail that you can think of, even if it's, oh, I'm somebody who wakes up at exactly like 8:10 in the morning, write that down. Now that you've thought about yourself and you've written all these things down, the way you look, the way you feel, the way you act, your hobbies, your pastimes, we can move on to the next point. Now, the next point is your lifestyle. Once again, you're opening a new subsection of your Pinterest board and you're gonna add pictures and write down things that refer to your dream lifestyle. When are you waking up in the morning? What does your morning routine look like? What are you eating? Are you going out? Are you traveling? Are you hanging out with friends? Or are you staying at home reading books? Anything that you can think of that literally plays a part in your life, write it down. In my opinion, the best way to do this is just to imagine your ideal day, because that usually has like a comprehensive list of things that you'll be doing, and that just helps you visualize it. So for example, when you wake up, you start writing down your morning routine. What does it look like, your dream self, waking up? Is your room clean? Are your pajamas comfortable? What do you do first thing in the morning? Do you do your skincare? Do you exercise? Do you go to the gym? And then imagine yourself, oh, I'm reading. Or, oh, I'm packing because I'm going on a trip with my boyfriend. Any of these things, I want them all written down. These things like, oh, you're a spiritual person. Write down that you meditate. Write down that you have your nice little arrangement of crystals. Or you're a luxury person. If you want your lifestyle to be full of luxury, what does that look like? Don't just write, I am rich. Write down what that looks like. What does a luxurious lifestyle look like for you? Oh, I'm staying at a 5-star hotel. I'm choosing between many of my favorite bags. I want it written down, and then obviously find pictures in Pinterest that are going to help you illustrate that. Then obviously an aspect of that is your career or school, depending on how old you are. If school is something that's important to you and you want to have like great grades, or you're in university and you're like, oh, I'm passing med school and I'm going to become a doctor, write all that down. Write how easy it is for you to study. Write down how often you study. All these things that your dream self is doing and all these ways that your dream life looks, write it down. Okay, your career, what is your dream career? Do you have your dream job? Do you work for someone? Do you work for yourself? Do you stay at home or do you travel around for work? Are you a model, an influencer? Do you work an office job? Do you work in tech? Any of these things, write them down and write down what your ideal day looks like. I don't want just, I'm a doctor or I'm a content creator. I want you to write down what your job entails, okay? How many hours do you work? How much do you get paid? And obviously when it comes to school, what are your grades? When do you give in your assignments? All these things, write them down. And then obviously pictures on Pinterest like always. And then step number 3 is your environment. I want you to imagine, what does your environment look like? This means, are you living in your dream house? Where is your dream house? What city are you in? I don't care how unrealistic or weird it sounds for you to be like moving across half the globe in 2025, I don't care. Write down what is like your heart's desire. Write down what is your dream. Literally, the sky is the limit. Actually, not even. Anything's the limit. If you want to be living right now in a penthouse in New York City, write it down. Write down what your house looks like. Where is your furniture from? What does your room look like? What are the decorations? Okay, and your environment is not just your physical environment, like the city that you live in and the way your house looks, but it's also your social environment. Who are your friends? How many friends do you have? How often do you hang out with them? Where's your family? Do you hang out with your family? And obviously, are you in a relationship? How often do you hang out with your partner? Do you live with your partner? All these things, write them down. And then obviously you're opening a new section in your Pinterest board and you're adding all these pictures, okay? Cute couple pictures that you think illustrate the way you want your relationship to look, add them. Cute homes, add them. And now I think we've covered kind of like the main aspect of your life, but literally if you have any other dreams, any other projects that you want to work on, such as starting a business or performing at a concert, also write those down, okay? Write how you've accomplished them, write how easy and fun it was to do them, and then obviously if you can find pictures that illustrate that, add them as well to the Pinterest board. And now we reached the point where you have a very comprehensive list of what your dream life looks like. Now when somebody asks you, what are your dreams for 2025? You can answer every single question, okay? If somebody asks which way you want to look, you know how to answer it. If somebody asks what's your dream job, you know how to answer it. And not just give a simple answer, you have a whole entire visual idea of what your dream life looks like. At this point, I want you to sit down with yourself and see how you feel. How are you feeling after doing all of this? Did you get excited? Didn't you get a little happy when you imagined in your head, like driving that new car that you imagined, or living or moving into your new house? Aren't you feeling the good vibrations? I mean, I'm already getting excited and giddy just thinking about you getting excited about your dream life. So you better be high up there in the vibrations, okay? I want you to look at these pictures and literally imagine yourself in those situations and pay attention to how that makes you feel. Like, I mean, is your heart skipping a beat when you imagine holding hands with your dream partner? Remember these feelings, okay? Because that's what it feels like to be living your dream life. And now that you've gotten it all planned out, you have not a single doubt in your mind, you don't have a single thing unanswered, you know literally every aspect of your dream life, and not only do you know it, but you also have a Pinterest board with very clear visuals on what your dream life looks like. We can move on to the actual step of manifesting your dream life. Now, like I said, you have 3 months until 2025. And in these 3 months, instead of stressing about how you're gonna get your dream life and trying to discipline yourself into following habits that are a little too difficult, instead of doing all of that, I want you to just do very simple things in these 3 months that are literally going to guarantee your dream life. I want you to, all these scenarios that you've thought about, I want you to daydream about them as often as possible. Whenever you have a spare moment, your commute to work or to school, look out the window and daydream about these positive things, okay? Instead of looking out the window and questioning, oh, if that guy likes you or if the test is gonna be hard today, start thinking about your ideal life. Any aspect that feels exciting to think about it. And now, because you have not only a full idea, but also like a visual example on your Pinterest board of what your life looks like, it's gonna be so easy to just wander in your own head and imagine yourself living your best life. And if you think it's too hard to remember, I'm gonna give you a very simple tip that I personally use that makes it so easy to literally get inside my head and daydream about my dream life. Whenever you catch yourself thinking about something negative, and you can train yourself to do this, okay? Think about your thoughts. Whenever you notice that you start wondering about something negative or you start getting anxious about a certain possibility in the future, literally stop yourself and be like, actually, I want to think about my dream life. I want to daydream about my future. I want to daydream about things that make me happy, and then force yourself to think about good things. Literally, whenever you think about negative things, cancel it out by thinking about good things. We don't even realize how often we are in our heads getting anxious over things that are not even happening yet, that it's a way better idea to just stop yourself in that moment and think about good things. And with how often this happens in our life, you're gonna realize that you've been thinking about your dream reality a lot. And while you're daydreaming, make sure to let those feelings come in, okay? Don't hide your smile. If thinking about it is making you smile, let yourself smile. If thinking about it is making you literally tear up, let yourself tear up. These are all very high vibrational feelings and high vibration emotions that you're experiencing, and all of these are gonna help attract your dream life to you. And another way for all of you who really like doom scrolling in the morning, instead of grabbing TikTok or grabbing Instagram first thing in the morning and letting yourself rot in the bed, I recommend that you open that Pinterest board you made and just start scrolling through it. Literally, it's gonna give you that dopamine you need to get up in the morning, and saturating your mind with all these positive ideas about your dream life first thing in the morning is literally going to set your day up for like positivity. It's literally going to set you up to have an amazing day, all because you've already gotten in your head these images of what it's like to be living your dream life. And during the day, if you catch yourself going for Instagram or going for TikTok when you're sitting on the toilet, grab Pinterest instead. If you've already looked at your dream life Pinterest board too many times and you're getting a little bored, literally press that add more button and start looking at new pictures that also illustrate your dream life and just start adding them, okay? Soon enough, you're gonna find that you have like more than 1,000 pins on your Pinterest board, but every single time you look at them, you're gonna get a little hint of excitement. Now, your life is transformed from somebody who is stressing out about their future and wondering how they're gonna accomplish all their goals for 2025. You are now somebody who is already spending a lot of their day saturating their mind and saturating their subconscious mind with all these positive ideas about their life. And obviously, if you're somebody who is more spiritual and is more into manifestation, literally feel free to use any of your manifestation techniques, manifestation meditation if you want, scripting if you want, literally sats before bed if you want. But obviously, they're not necessary. If you're somebody who just finds it easier to scroll through Pinterest on your phone, that's already enough. And if you're wondering why and how this actually works, there are two main reasons why this is a foolproof plan to get your dream life in 2025. Number one, you are experiencing all sorts of positive emotions, all sorts of high vibrations while you are imagining your dream life, okay? You are getting into it, you are imagining yourself, you're at a point where it's not something that seems unrealistic, it's something that's becoming more and more clear in your head, and just by the law of attraction, you are now attracting these good things to you. The universe is matching your vibrations. Anything that you're putting out, you're getting. And so now that you're in a positive state and you believe all these things can happen and you start to expect these things, the universe is just going to provide for you. Suddenly you're gonna get opportunities that you haven't gotten before. You're gonna be like, oh, where's this coming from? You're gonna get all these positive situations that you didn't even know could happen. And these things are gonna happen so smoothly, so flawlessly. You're literally just gonna be minding your own business and you're gonna meet somebody who's gonna give you an opportunity. You're gonna mind your own business and one of your videos is gonna pop off. And you're gonna get a job offer or a raise, or any of these things that are part of your dream life, just because you've opened yourself up to these possibilities. And if this reason that I've given you is seeming a little too abstract for you because manifestation is not something that you're fully into just yet, don't worry, there's another reason why this works. Now that you've been scrolling through Pinterest and imagining your dream life, you've also been saturating your mind. But not only have you been saturating your mind, you've been specifically saturating your subconscious mind. This means that even when you're not necessarily thinking about it, the back of your mind is starting to accept all these things that you've been telling yourself and that you've been imagining as truth. This means that it's going to be a lot easier for you to start committing actions that are going to lead you to your dream life. You're not even going to have to put in effort. All of a sudden, you're going to be motivated to start doing your morning yoga. And you're going to be like, why is this so easy? Why is it so easy for me to wake up in the morning? It's because you've been repeating it to yourself so much that your subconscious mind has shifted your identity into this dream you that is living your dream life. And this is going to show up in all sorts of places. You're going to suddenly get amazing ideas that you're going to follow and are going to lead you to your dream life. It could be as simple as getting an idea for changing the way you do your makeup, and suddenly you feel so gorgeous and you feel so confident in this new makeup style you've done. You're gonna have a lot of motivation to start doing habits that before seemed treacherous and hard and impossible to start. So now, not only are you energetically attracting all of your dreams to you, you are also coming to them. It's literally so simple. We have you, we have your dream life. You're both getting closer. Your dream life is coming to you because you are literally emitting all sorts of good vibrations and you're expecting it to come to you because you've gotten so used to thinking about it. And you're getting closer to your dream life because you are subconsciously changing your habits and changing your attitudes to have an identity of somebody who's living your dream life. And before you know it, these two are going to become the same thing and you're going to be living your dream life in 2025. And even if you're a realistic person who is thinking that everything I've said is a little bit too out there and it's a little hard for you to accept, literally there is no harm in dreaming a little bit. There is no harm in daydreaming. I mean, if you're already sitting down and wasting time thinking about bad possibilities in the future, like I always say, just switch it around. Think about good possibilities. Think about what's the best case scenario. Think about what is the best way this can work out for me. So hopefully after this video, you have gotten a clear idea of what your dream life looks like, and you're gonna start literally every single day shoving it into your mind that you're living your dream life and what it looks like, and you're gonna imagine it and you're gonna daydream about it. And before you know it, 2025 is gonna roll around the corner and you're gonna be in a place where you're already living your dream life, or at least you're on the way to be living your dream life in 2025, because in these 3 months, you're just gonna slowly get closer and closer to what this dream life is without even putting any direct effort, without forcing yourself to start a diet, without forcing yourself to change your habits. You're gonna get there. And while other people are writing their New Year's resolution and waiting for January 1st to start changing their habits and start working towards their dream life, you are somebody who's already gonna have the identity of living your dream life. You're gonna have the identity of the best version of you. And so when 2025 actually starts and you're in January, you're already going to be a completely different person. Trust me on that. Hopefully you now have a foolproof Pinterest board that makes you excited to look at, and you yourself are excited about living your dream life in 2025. And obviously consistency is key, okay? I do not want to see you wavering. I do not want to see you doubting. I don't want to see you giving up 1 week into this, okay? I need you to every day at least once daydream about your dream life, because trust me, the difference is gonna make in 3 months time when 2025 starts is gonna be insane. It's gonna be literally crazy. You're not gonna believe your eyes. So please, for your sake, don't give up. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. And if you need any advice or you have any specific questions about how to manifest your dream life, don't be afraid to comment them down below. I love answering comments and I love reading all the comments. And stay tuned for next video where we're gonna cover what actions you need to take to live your dream life in 2025. And as always, make sure to drink a glass of water and remember that I appreciate you as the human being that you are, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!